Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about hairpins, environmental racism, and fellowships. If you like this video, please subscribe, give it a like, and turn on the bell to be notified so you know when I'm going to post a new video. I've never really talked about hairpins before on my channel. However, I really think they're a great alternative to using hair elastics or any type of thing that might break over time that requires you having to throw it out. The reason I discovered hairpins, I was just on Etsy looking around and I found these and I was like, oh my gosh, that's really cool. And it's a much better way to keep your hair for a long period of time. I just recently got my hairpins and this is what they look like. So I got 2 of them. Some people just need 1. I saw a lot of YouTube videos with a woman with a really long hair that just used 1 hairpin to hold up her whole entire bun. And quite frankly, I think that's perfectly fine to do, but for me personally, I know my hair can be a little weird at times in trying to hold itself up, so I got 2 just in case, and it works super well. I've been wearing it for the past couple of days and it stays up really securely and you don't even feel it at all. It's like your hair is just holding itself up magically, which I think is really cool. So I encourage you, if you have long hair, like you like to put your hair up, to maybe look into getting hairpins because I think it's a better alternative and it just lasts better over time. Environmental racism is a very important topic to discuss and it's not often talked about, especially within the climate change movement or any type of sustainability activity, because of how the movement has been founded over time and talked about in the media. The origins of the term environmental racism came from Benjamin Chaffetz, the former executive director of the United Church of Christ on the Commission for Racial Justice. And the reason why this commission was formed, because in Warren County, North Carolina, there was horrible PCB waste that was really affecting marginalized communities of color disproportionately compared to their white counterparts. And this term was coined because the government was not doing anything about it at the time. And this has only grown, as you can see in Flint, Michigan, with who was being affected by really poor water quality that was really hurting people and killing people. So basically, environmental racism is racial discrimination that disproportionately affects marginalized communities that are often communities of color through regulations that don't take into account where people are living, and the government doesn't take notice if there's hazardous waste, if there is horrible climate change effects that are happening. And this is really concerning because this is hurting populations and people that don't ask for it. No one asks to be hurt at all by our planet, but it really hurts people that don't have a voice in the government, especially because they're not taken into account in any type of laws or regulations within the government and aren't taken seriously when they have concerns about what's happening to their environment. In the bio for this video, I'm going to put a link about environmental racism so you can learn more about it. This is a super important topic that we need to discuss because it affects people that often aren't taken seriously, and this is really hurting people every day, and this can't be something that we shy away from and pretend doesn't exist because it's been here forever, it's been happening forever, but now people are just taking notice. So we need to be better and actually listen to people that are often marginalized within the movement and aren't taken seriously by their own governments. With the recent murders of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and so many more innocent lives that have been taken by the hands of police and people in their own community, it's really important that we listen to people of color that are climate change activists, that are all about sustainability, that are part of this movement along with us, because if we don't, that means we're totally not taking this seriously and we're just thinking about it through our lens, which is not the lens of everyone, obviously. So if you're just looking at it through a white lens, you're just seeing it the way you've been raised to see the world, which isn't okay because you don't represent everyone at all, right? So we need to make sure sustainability doesn't continue to be whitewashed, and we need to listen to voices that are often not heard and not listened to in the media, that are often cropped out of pictures, which was seen with something that Greta Thunberg went to, and an activist that was a person of color was cropped out of the photo entirely. This is just one example. There's so many more, and this is something that we cannot continue to allow at all in the sustainability movement. Basically, when it comes down to it, we need to do better and question what we've been taught growing up. Especially as a white person, we need to be a lot better at questioning the history we're taught every day, and we need to be better allies for those that are not taken seriously and marginalized in the movement. So we need to allow room for everyone to exist and not just exclude people and pretend that people of color haven't added valuable information to the movement, because if we discount that, we have to discount the whole movement, because you're excluding people that have a voice, that have a story, that have something that needs to be said, and who are affected because of environmental racism. I have a quick question. Are you learning something new? Let me know in the comments below by writing fighter. Now on to fellowships. They're a really great way to get involved in sustainability on a different level. You may protest, you may sign petitions, you may talk to your government officials, but fellowships allow you to get hands-on experience that really helps when you want to maybe make sustainability your career in life. So there's so many great places you can do this. The Sunrise Movement, Environmental America, and AmeriCorps allow you to do this really great work with the environment, and I would highly recommend it because it's a great way to make sure that you're getting a wealth of experience and not just certain experiences in certain places that you're really comfortable with being. Keep in mind as well, you can do fellowships along with grad school. It doesn't have to be either or. It can be something you do at the same time. I know at my university, we had tons of offices that had grad assistants, and this really allowed them to get experience they needed as long as they were still being educated at the same time, which is really cool because you're getting a graduate degree and you have a fellowship, so you're doing multiple things that really help you place what you're learning in the classroom into the work that you're doing. I would recommend ProFellow as a really great resource to use if you want to look into different fellowships. This site allows you to look at fellowships all over the US and globally as well. So definitely check it out, and also look at the school you're attending if you're going to grad school to see what fellowships they have available that are sustainability focused. I really hope you enjoyed this video. A new video will come out late July. If you want to learn about college, aquifers, and coronavirus, click the video right here. Also, take a picture of this screen right now and I'll shout you out on social media. Just tag me on Instagram or Twitter. Lastly, if you like this video, please subscribe, give it a like, and share it with someone who could benefit. Let's make the world a better place.